Man, that's super cool. Dude, that's like super. I got a cousin who's like world class. He's a world class magician. He's been on Fool Us with Penn and Teller. Yeah, he's just done a lot. Like he's just has a lot of accomplishments, and in that world. And what's super cool about it is I'm trying to get him in here so that he can sort of define magic for this, at least this part of the metaverse. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you can do magic like over. I've seen magic people do magic over the phone, but we don't know how people do magic in general. So so it's like that's what makes it magic. but it's magic, right? Like, I'm sure they'll figure it out. It's like, no, if you guys want, you guys can come to the pinned link up at the top and just click on the link. It's lexluker.com. It's my name. That goes straight into my parcel where I'm streaming my class today. We got Orion, we got Forte, we got Testos Tyrone, we got some anonymous cat right here. Uh, and you got me, Lex Luker. And this is Voxels.com for anyone who doesn't know, or maybe might be watching this over YouTube. Feel free to come on in and click on that big obnoxious YouTube button. That will connect you right to our YouTube channel, and you can check out all of the other stuff that we've created. These are wearables. When you first come into Crypto Voxels. When you first come into Voxels.com, you look like this poor, unfortunate, unclothed, unexpressioned soul. Is this you, Mike? This better not be you, Mike. Got you. Yeah. And so you can tell the difference between this person's swag and my own. They are anonymous. Meanwhile, I have a name. Uh, I'm standing here with my whole rib cage out, blinging and blanging. Hey! Yeah, I mean, if it was you. No, I knew you had some wearables, man. Your wearables are super cool. Look at these kicks. Look at this shirt. Like, yeah, man, this is super dope. That hat is really cool too, man. It's yeah. So you can see the difference. When you first come into Voxels.com, you can see the difference between anonymous people and oh yeah, we can womp too. Maybe we should womp class. Who is that? Who is that? Dennis. Dennis, I know Dennis expresses himself here in these metaverse streets. So, I'm glad you actually showed up so that I can show the people what you look like when you first come here. I think they're trying to change it to where you get some off-chain wearables and stuff like that, which might be a terrible idea. But when you come in here, you want to be able to express yourself. You want to be able to look as gorgeous as our Forte Gray right here. And be able to put your wearables on and express yourself, and it's important. We got Orion 3000 here, Orion 3 stacks. We got another poor anonymous soul, so drab, so blah. And so yeah, so welcome to LexLuker.com. This is our little portion of the metaverse, I guess you could say. And we got some cool stuff in here. But if you're interested in following what we're doing, you can follow me over here to this wall and just click on this video, which is streaming our. Oh, look at that, dope! The digital, the green digital Orion. This gear is super cool. Yeah. And if you click on that, then you'll be able to see us streaming. Um, this is our market configuration. We have a couple different configurations. We got a classroom. We got a lounge for like dancing and stuff. So here, I'll actually go through a couple configurations. Over here, you can find some. Oh, Forte is always so cool. I love you, girl. You're amazing. Those are some of my fidgetals that I'm gonna be making available real soon. Some of my real life art. This is the Hanshin, the award-winning Hanshin. I submitted for the Lantern Project. It actually got me the funds I used to pay for most of this parcel, so I'm kind of proud of it. And some other stuff from my collection and from people that I really enjoy. These over here are some NFTs. If y'all go for that, if y'all know what those are, if y'all about that life. And okay, so let's go ahead and get started with some classwork. How about that? First things first, if you want to look as fly as us in these metaverse streets, you need to know about your crypto closet. So when you log in, what you're able to do is you click on your name and you go down to where it says change avatar and costume. It's going to bring up this screen right here that allows you to pick from all of your different outfits that you have available. I have a lot more, I think, that even fit on this thing. And if you hit create edit costumes down here at the bottom, what it'll do is it'll take you to what I affectionately call the crypto closet. And in here we got our A poses, ladies, gentlemen, and those who know better. Look at this. Look at how many outfits I got. I got quite the ensemble. Ensemble. Yeah, and so you can come in here and all of the wearables that you end up having in your wallet, you can position them on top of different costumes as you make them. And create just different looks, right? And so you can see, like, some of these were made by me. The black cat was made by Chet House, I think. But most of the stuff I made, I got this incredibly dope cape from Metacat, and I think 08 AM made me that super cool protesters cops helmet. But I use it as Darth Vader. So yeah, you can see like some of the different costumes that we've put together. Yeah, I've got at least, I think I've got over 50 at this point. And yeah. So the way that you create a costume is you come over to this tab, and usually if you don't have a lot of costumes, you might not have the wearables or skin yet. So what you want to do though is at the bottom of this you have two buttons. You have the add costume and the upload costume. You're going to want to click on add costume, and when you click on add costume you will get a brand new one of these mannequins. Hold on, I gotta finish this vengeance. You click on add costume, and then at the bottom you'll get this number. It says costume, and then it'll have a number. So if you click on that, it'll bring you to it, and then you can see this incredibly dull, drab, naked, pasty thing. It's just, no, this is not, no bueno, no bueno. So when you have this selected, you can actually set it as active. When you click on this, you'll see that this little double arrow down here at the bottom left will be put right in front of the name of your costume. So then you can click on the wearables, and whatever wearables that you have available inside of your crypto closet will be right here inside of this little drop down. So you can search or select a wearable, and then you can actually do a search for the wearable too if you click inside of here. I think you can. Can you? Can you? Can you? Maybe not. Alright, so you can scroll down through all of the different wearables that you've got and start applying. For instance, if I put Mink's grin in here, you'll see how it drops right into place. Sometimes they'll drop into place, sometimes they won't. So then when you click on it, you'll notice that this handy dandy gizmo pops up, which gives you the different three-dimensional planes, your X, your Y, and your Z. If you open your editor, you can use the numbers to actually give you a little bit more dimension and give you a little bit more flexibility But you can change the different arrow gizmo by clicking on these different buttons, and that will allow you to scale, right, or rotate for the Kubrick effect. Creepy. All right, and then if you go to your skin tab, you'll see that all of your skin parts are over here. Your color of the different parts are available right here, so you can make the different parts available. This ankle is not really going to be there. The affectionately termed ass is right there available for you. So ass, blue ass. And you can change the color. You can make a global color change, right? And you can use that default color for all the body parts. Or you can make your body parts transparent if you don't want to see any of them. So if you make them all visible, you can make them individually transparent by clicking on different parts of with this check mark. So that's the crypto closet in a nutshell. Really easy. And I'm going to delete that because we don't do that. Yeah, so you want to make sure you come in here and you get your swag together. I actually went and got my AFK costume so that if I'm in the world but not really in Avatar at the moment, you know, I can always be AFK and people can know not to sit there and try to talk to me that I'm not there. So if you guys are interested in one of those AFK wearables, I can get you one of those. Sign the guest book, actually. Do that. That'll be the next round in the guest book, is to sign the guest book. So yeah. So that's the crypto closet. Really cool. And that's what allows you to come in here and be all swagged out and look amazing. All right, cool. Hi, Anita. Are you on stage, darling? Cool. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anita, you're not. Oh yeah, you're here. You're here. All right, man. I wanted to play some more music, but I'm also trying to monetize these at some point, sometime, someday. Hey, Dennis, did you ever manage to sign in, bro? Did we lose Dennis? All right. Well, so yeah. So next, we're going to talk about how do we make these handy dandy wearables. They're actually really cool, and they're not that hard to make. They're not that difficult to make. I use a 3D sculpture program. It's called Nomad Sculpt on the iPad. There are some videos in the YouTube channel. If you're interested, you can go through. It's like a 3-part series that explains most of the tools, the UI, and the functions. So I use those to sculpt for the most part. I used to sculpt in Magicavoxels, but not quite as much anymore. But I can show you Magicavoxels. This is Magicavoxels. This is actually a sculpture that I was working on for the Burninator thing later on this evening. Hopefully most of you guys will be able to attend with me. But yeah, this is Magicavoxels. You can build 3D voxels in here, and you can render them out. You can change a lot of the different settings. Let's go to all. You can make the eyes emit different colors, and you know, it's a really cool, robust voxels editing program. So if you're into 3D voxels, and what is a voxel? A voxel is a volumetric pixel. So a voxel is, think if a pixel is 2D, then a voxel would be 3D, which would be a cube. So most of these things look kind of cubey because for the most part that's exactly what they are. So we got a hot mic, brother Dennis. I'm just gonna mute you real quick until you have something to say, and you can jump back on. Hot mics can be a little dramatic if we're not careful. So yeah, so I created a OBJ file and then dropped it in here, and then I painted it, and I can show you guys how to do the same thing. It's actually not that difficult. What we're going to do is we're going to open up voxels inside of another screen. Alright, So this is backup, so we can create a new file. And you'll notice that when this is the Voxels setup. So really quick, we're not going to be spending a lot of time here today. We're just going to get it for posterity for the YouTube video. But this is the stage. When you first create a brand new file by clicking on this new project file, what will happen is your stage is usually set to 40 by 40 by 40. You're going to want to change that to 32 if you're doing a wearable for the Voxels metaverse. So that's usually the first thing you want to do, and you'll see that the stage has shrunk. If you give me a Control A for select all, you notice how you can now see the outline of all the different voxels. Go ahead and hit delete for me real quick, and you'll see that your stage is revealed. You can zoom in with the mouse wheel, but we don't like to do that. We use our W key to zoom in, our S key to zoom out, and we can spin around the Y-axis with A and D. Anybody who plays Call of Duty is pretty familiar with this. So that's the stage for the most part. I like to see the stage a little bit better. So what I do is I come down here to this button down here to display my grid and also to display my frames. So you can see now that there's 3 squares with 10 by 10 mini squares, or I guess wells for voxel wells, where you can place voxels. And then there's a 2 by 10. So that's how you know you've got your 32 by 32 by 32, which is really important because if the file size is any bigger than that, you won't be able to submit your wearable to the metaverse, the Voxels metaverse, that is. All right, so real quick, one of the most important part of the Voxels UI or user interface is this part down here, the hint hotkey section. The hint hotkey section is vital for understanding, and even sometimes when you're using it and you forget what a function is, you can see what the function is by hovering your mouse, and what the name of that function or of that button will be displayed down here where it says hint hotkey, and so you can use that to learn and maybe even relearn some of the most important functionality of the program. And let's start off here up in the right corner. This is your visual, I guess it's a visual menu for what most people know as their file menu. This is your undo, your redo, your open project, your save project, your save as project, your new project, your duplicate project, and your remove project to trash button. So that is your file menu for all intents and purposes. You get used to use. I don't really use it as much. I use it to open and close and save, obviously, but I use hotkeys because I'm a professional, and that's how you can tell the difference between an amateur and a professional, especially in a world where software is being developed and it's being updated at such a frantic pace that nobody can be an expert for long. But you do know a professional, in my opinion. A professional is someone who's always acquainting themselves with the most important functionality in the app. And usually the people who build the app will build you hotkeys that allow you quick access to that functionality. So we use our hotkeys because we are pros. I'm gonna be quizzing y'all on that. No, I'm not. So yeah, so you go to 32 by 32, looks good. Next thing you let's just go in order, I guess. You've got your project window right here. This project window is connected to the folder that has the files and all of the applications inside of it. If you guys want to here, a quick aside, if you guys are interested in joining this community, we have a Discord available. If you just come to the property, there is a link right up here. So right up here, you see the YouTube link, and the YouTube link will give you to the YouTube channel for the Metaverse Builders Academy. Lex Luger channel, but it's functioning as the Metaverse Builders Academy. And then if you click on this Discord icon right here, this will give you some really cool. This give you access to the Discord community. And in that community, we have a walkthrough on how to install Magicavoxels, and we have a really cool shaders directory that you can update your shaders directory that is installs with the application program. You can use our shaders, which include some of the best shaders that we found from all over the internet. So that's kind of cool if you guys are interested in joining the community. And that's available for you too. If you guys want to install the program, there's a walkthrough. And cool. Man, that's such a cool outfit, man. So cool. All right, so back to Magicavoxels. Yeah, so your project folder, all of these files in here are available inside of your project folder. And so, here we go. No, we don't want to see. So if I click on these different, files, these are the files that kind of come with the program initially, right? So as you can see, if you save your project, if you save your projects to the project folder, they'll be available for you in here as well. Real simple, real easy. I've overwritten some of these things, so that's why they look the way they do. But yeah, so let's go back to our new project, and we're gonna make sure that it's 32. We're gonna type 32 and hit enter. We're gonna Control A and delete, and we are good to go. Okay, cool. So that's the project window. We don't really need it, so I'm gonna go ahead and minimize it. Same thing with the edit. The edit gives you access to a lot of really cool tools. I really encourage people to try them out, but for right now, we're gonna go over the basics today on how to get a wearable constructed, just the pure basics. We do intermediate classes as well, but we won't be doing that. Well, we're going through this kind of fast. It's only 7:30, so maybe we will get to this. I don't know. But for right now, we're just going to leave it alone as well. And I wanted to go into the brush. Well, first things first. It's important that one of the reasons why I like to display my grid and I like to display my guides, my frames, is that it helps me understand whether or not I am in the world or the object mode, right? So you can see here by clicking on this triangle, I can switch between my model, of, I guess it's display, and then my world display. So I can either hit tab, and now you can see we're in the world display, and we can actually see our layers over here. For instance, we want to make sure that all of our data is on one layer. So I typically refer to this as the Shadowland symbol. You must never go here. But if you do find yourself here, you can either hit tab or you can hit on the arrow and switch back to the model display. All right, cool. So let me do this because I'm sure my screen doesn't look like yours. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch back out to this palette. Even though I hate this palette, you guys don't use this palette. So yeah, hopefully it looks a little bit more like you guys is now. Again, turn on your frame and your guides, and it should look like this once you set it to 32 by 32 by 32. Now, the brush menu is what I like to call a cascading menu. Why? Because whatever you select at the top will actually change some of the features and options that are available further down the menu, right? So the changes cascade further down the menu. You can select your different tools here, and these are your different brushes, right? So the first brush is your box mode brush. How do we know that this is the box mode brush, Lex? Well, as I hover over it, if you look down at the bottom of the program application window, you'll see that it says box mode brush with a capital B. That means that you can also use your hotkey on your keyboard to hit the B key, and it will go to your box mode. Now, your box mode brush is what you're going to use to introduce voxels into your stage. Okay, and you can introduce voxels to existing geometry on your stage. The walls count as existing geometry, the floor counts as existing geometry, and the ceiling counts as existing geometry. And even the wall that we see through right now, it also falls under that purview, okay? So, I'm going to zoom in with my W key, and what I like to do is I like to put a voxel at the front of the stage so that I know where the front of my model is. It's really important to know where the front of your model is going to be. And so what you do is you're gonna want to come over here and click on a color, right? We're not. Yeah. Now sometimes your color menu might be twirled down. I didn't see that initially, and it bothered me to not be able to make changes to these colors. I like to pick a nice bright red or make a nice bright red, and then click on attach in box mode and just drop a voxel at the front of the stage. And then that way I know where the front of my stage is even if I get turned around, right? Because it can all start to look the same. Now, what I just showed you though, consequently, is how to attach a voxel to your stage. You want to be in attach mode and you want to have one of your brushes selected, and then you'll notice that the cursor, the red, I guess this would be the red face indicator, right, is attaching itself to some geometry. You see how I'm not able to actually float in, you know, there obviously are, you know, places where I can put voxels that don't just stick to the stage, right? But I can't hang a voxel in midair. I'm gonna hit Control Z to undo all of that. And I can't hang a voxel in midair, but I can leave it hanging in midair. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. But using my box mode brush, I'm gonna change the color out to blue. I can using my box mode brush, I can use it in one of three different settings. I can use it in the attach setting. I can use it in the attach mode, or I can use it in the erase mode or in the paint mode, right? Attaching means that I'm introducing voxels to the stage. So every time I click with my mouse, I am leaving a voxel on the stage, right? Erase means that I erase voxels from the stage. So really simple. And then paint, if I change this color, I can come in here and click on the voxels and change the colors. Really simple, really simple, really simple. All right. All right, cool. If you guys could womp class for me, that I would appreciate that. Welcome to the class, Don Gato. Bienvenidos al clase. All right, cool. So this is the box mode brush. If I click, then I can get one voxel at a time. Real simple. But if I drag, you'll see that you can draw a box. And usually you draw a box one voxel tall. One voxel's measurement tall, right? Now, if you draw on top of existing voxels, right, then you will leave a one layer voxel. You will leave a one voxel tall layer on top of wherever the cursor indicator falls. So in this case, I'm drawing. I started my voxel box on the floor, and I drew it on top of the existing box that I drew before, which leaves me with a voxel box that's two boxes tall, or two voxels tall, right? And so here, let's see. Okay. And so same thing with the erase. I can actually just erase one layer by dragging, or I can erase two layers by dragging on top, and the indicator falls on that top layer. You really need to come in here and experience it yourself. It's really intuitive. It's a lot more intuitive than it, and it defies sort of explanation, but it works. All right, so you can draw your geometry. You can attach your geometry, and you can erase your geometry, and you can paint. And that's the box mode brush, right? And you can attach voxels to any of the geometry that exists. Of course, the walls and the ceiling also exist as geometry. And that's what, any place I can put this red cursor is existing geometry, okay? And you can see how if you add up different layers in different dimensions, or you increase the dimensions of your geometry here, you can build something in Voxels, and that will serve as your wearable, right? I'm just playing around, but that's the box mode brush. Helps you draw a lot of boxes. You can erase, right? So you can use a method of creating by adding and taking away, just like anyone who is sculpting, right? This is a real quick way of sculpting inside of Voxels. I'm sorry, inside of Magicavoxels. So really cool, really simple. And if you hit the paint, then you can come in here and you can paint, right? Draw your boxes and paint. So you can paint with one color, or if you drag your selection, right, inside of the color palette, right, and you use your selection over here, your selection brush, we're getting close to it, but I'm still in box mode, but I picked up my region select, and I can pick this color right here, and then I can right click and hit random, and it will create a random assortment of paint on my voxels. So that's a little more advanced in the paint section, but I wanted you guys to know that there's a way to use random to select a sort of scale of colors or a selection of colors and use them to be applied to a region in your geometry that is randomized. So yeah, really simple, really cool. Okay, so that's the box mode brush, right? The face mode brush is a little different, and you can see from the hint keys how we can use it. If we hit the F key, we will go into face mode, and then if we drag with our mouse, we will extrude. So let's come over here and put our indicator on one of these colors, and oops, we still have the region select tool. I want to make sure I'm on attach, right? So if I'm on attach, I'm gonna hit Control D to deselect. If I'm on attach, I will, and I click one time, you'll see how using the yellow color over here in the palette that I have selected, it added one voxel layer tall to the geometry that existed. So you can see here, this, you look at my indicator, really it's what tells you what's going on. So my indicator is changing based on the different face that it falls upon, right? So the face that it falls upon, all of the congruent voxels that exist next to it are going to form a one completed face. So all of this is one completed face. So if I click here, I'm going to get an additional layer of one voxel tall, if I just click, to that face that exists. This is one face. These 6 voxels become one face because they're all sitting on the same layer together, and there's no breaks inside of their shape or anything. So if I click here, you can see that it filled that in. Now if I click on this empty, this is one face. All of this emptiness is one face. So if I click on this wall, you see that the whole wall gets covered with one layer because it's an empty face. As well, you know, if I click and drag, as you can see, if I click and I drag my mouse, I can extrude. And so that's relatively simple. Same thing, if I click on this is one face because it's just that color by itself, right? But if I click on this one, it's those two. And if I drag right here and I leave it alone, now this sort of L shape becomes the one face. Same thing with erase. I can erase an entire face, or, you know, depending on what's going on. And I can actually extrude it up, you know, away. Instead of extruding, adding, I can extrude away and get rid of that face. See? And same thing with the paint. Very powerful brush. Very powerful brush. Okay. This is the Voxels brush. The Voxels brush, we can get to it quickly by hitting the V key. And as you can see, if we can resize our brush using the plus or minus, or by holding down Control Alt and dragging. So if I have this set to attach mode, right? And let's set it to this square and 2D for right now. And I have it set to attach mode. Right now you can see that my voxel brush size is a 1. So if I hold down Control Alt and I drag, you can see I'm dragging the size of my brush that I'm going to be using to paint. And because it's a 2D and it's set to square, it looks like this square. So now I can paint a shape using this size brush as my brush. Really simple, right? And I can also erase as well using that brush. So you can see the impression that'll be left if I click based on the size of my brush. I can also use the plus and the minus keys to increase the size of the brush as well. And you can tell that by looking at the hotkey when I mouse over the buttons indicator, right? Same thing with paint. So I know you're saying, right, as professionals, Lex, we're supposed to be professionals. Where's the hotkey that makes this easier? I know you don't always have to come over here to the attach and to the erase and to the paint functions and to change these functions. Well, when I mouse over them, you can see that the hotkey is right there for you. The T for attach, the R for erase, and the G for paint. So if I hit T on my keyboard, you can see that I am now in attach mode, right? And I'm attaching voxels to my stage, creating geometry, right? If I hit R, I am now in the erase mode. And if I drag or if I click, I can erase using the size of the brush that I have, right? And if I hit G, I am now in paint mode. So if I pick a different color, I can come over here and switch to my paint mode. Hit T again to add more and to attach more voxels to the stage. Now, attach and erase are intrinsically combined given that they're different sides of the same coin. So there has to be a modifier key that exists that lets me go quickly back and forth between the two, right? Should be. So if I'm in attachment mode, right, and I hold down the shift button, you'll see how now I've changed modes without actually changing modes. I'm modifying the mode that I'm in temporarily with the shift modifier key. So if I'm adding geometry and it's like, oh, I didn't like that, I can just hold down shift real quick to get rid of some of the geometry, let it go, and I'm back in attach mode. So the shift key is the modifier key. Same thing as if I wanted to pick a different color on the stage and I'm painting. So if I hit G to go to paint mode and I wanted to pick a different color, I can hold down the Alt key, and the Alt key will give me my color modifier, right? And my color modifier lets me pick up, like an eyedropper tool, different colors that exist on the stage already. So I don't always have to go back and forth to my color palette, right? This is one of those real metaverse, this is a metaverse wearable we're creating. All right, really simple, right? Okay. Now, those are the three. Oh, okay. No, I didn't finish. Sorry. So we finished on the 2D square. If I go to the 3D square and I hit T to go to attach, you'll see that a 3D square with the 5 as the brush size gives me this nice big cube. And I can stack geometry using the cube. Again, I can also get rid of geometry or hit Control and drag to change the size, the brush size, right? And now I can paint with this brush, right? Or I can erase with this brush by holding down Shift. Simple, right? Okay. Now, if I click on the circle, what ends up happening, let me increase the size of the brush. It's in attach mode. As I increase the size of the brush, you'll see that it takes on the best formation of a circle that it can. And the bigger the size brush I get, the more of a circle or a sphere I get. Not circle, a sphere. So I can actually use this now to paint as well. And you see you can get some curves and the such and the like as well. If I hit G, I can paint, and it's really cool how I can kind of see what is going to be painted circle wise, right? Real simple, right? I'm going to hit T to attach and or R to erase. You can actually use the sphere, the 3D sphere. It's a circle if I have 2D selected, but if it's a sphere if I have 3D selected. And you can change your geometry, right? Really simple. And that's our wearable for right now, right? So if you save this out, you can save it out and actually mint this. And we have a walkthrough inside of our Discord that shows you how to mint. There are some public minting submission forms where you can submit your voxel file to people like Stella Bell and BitPixie, and I think Philosopher just opened up a new one, and they will mint your file for you for the free. Not free for them, free for you though, which is really cool that we have a community that's willing to do that type of stuff. And if you guys are interested in seeing what that form looks like, I can show you here. Let's go to collectibles. And these are all of the collectibles. And I got here by logging in with my wallet. So all of the different files or NFTs, wearable NFTs that I have as collectibles are right here. And you can see that I can wear any of these as a wearable. Now, if you're interested, when it comes time to mint, you'll see a form that looks like this, right? And you won't see, maybe you'll see the mint, I don't know, but you won't be able to mint it, but you'll be able to submit it. So then at that point, what you can do is type in the name, and you want to make sure that you get the name right before you hit submit, because afterwards they won't let you make any changes. So you type in the name, you type in the description, and then you type in what category or where on the body you kind of want this to be placed. So accessory, head wear will be on the top of the head like a hat. Face wear will be like a mask. So if you have a face, you want to make sure it's face wear. Upper body, lower body. You also want to make sure that your wearable is facing forward, very important. And then, you know, feet, arms, hands, etc., etc. The .vox file is what you're going to save from Magicavoxels. And you're going to use that .vox file. You're going to browse to it, and then you're going to assert that you've created it, and then you're going to hit submit. And then after that, it will be submitted to the list that'll go to drop down here. Okay, so that's the basics for the Magicavoxels, right? Okay, cool. Since you guys have been so dope, I'm going to show you. There we go. Oh, cool. We got some more people in class. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ahead and womp. Did I miss anything? All right. I'm gonna go ahead and womp the class. Thank you, Anita. So cool. I got the best. Let's womp this sculpture right here. And this is how the WOMP works. It's really cool. So WOMPs allow you to post this sort of photo or screenshot where if you click on it, it will teleport you right into the class, right? All right, cool. Now, how about some cool hotkeys and tips and tricks, right? If you hit your G key when you're in Voxels, you will bring up your emote animate menu. Now the emote animate menu is cool because you can do funny things like emote, right? Wave. You can do some dances, and all that's cool. But what happens when you're done? Like, usually, if this is not here, or if you have your chat function open and you don't want to dance anymore, you can just tap the C key to go into first person mode, and then tap it again, and what you'll find is you're done emoting. So if you're doing a dance and you're done dancing, right? For instance, you're trying to move around and you're done doing the emote, you can just CC real quick and you'll be done. So I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's kind of cool. Same thing with sitting on stuff. I don't have any benches in here. I gotta actually put some benches in here. But say like you were sitting or something and you wanted to get up from a table, you could CC and boom, right? All right, cool. Then you hit the G key again to get rid of the emote menu. You hit the enter key to go in the chat function, and inside of the chat function you have the ability to start a conversation. You can see that all the players that are nearby, the many Forte Grays. Thank you, darling. She's so sweet. You can start a nearby conversation by hitting this button. It will ask you to verify your settings, and you'll see down here that there's new buttons: your mute microphone and your end conversation, and you'll see all the active conversations right here in the menu. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. But yeah, so that's an interesting thing. We're all inhabiting this website. This is just a website, by the way. You can see right here there's a URL, right? It's just we're inhabiting the website now. Instead of being online, we're sort of in line on the online, if that makes any sense. All right, cool. Let's see. We talked about this. We talked about the womps. There's the womps. We talked about the emotes. We talked about the chatting. All right, cool. Yeah, one of the things I love about this universe is it allows you to actually. Oh, make sure you guys, if you have a wallet, you want to come over here and sign this guest book. You want to put your wallet address in the guest book, because we are going to be giving away a wearable. And so I don't know if they can see that, but hopefully. All right, cool. Yep, and you can see, yeah, so we give away wearables for anyone that leaves their address in the guest book. So please make sure you sign the guest book. And oh, here, I can show you guys something cool. We are working on volumetric websites for people. So if you guys are interested in a Web3-esque 3D volumetric website, you can come up here to this right above the boombox. You can click on this and it will take you to what we are working on with Ms. Marie. This is our volumetric website showcase, and as you can see, this is an actual website. So you can come in here, and instead of going to a website where you scroll, you can actually come to a website that has some functionality in it, right? And you can fly around in here. You can start this video and watch this video. See? If I hit C, then I'll go into first person mode, and it's basically same thing as watching it up there. But I can actually inhabit this space. Uh-oh. Yeah, I can actually inhabit this space. So, and you can do all kinds of really cool stuff in here. Like you can have the videos. You can have audio, for instance. If you do music, you can come in here and navigate over to a place like this where they have music, and you can play your music in here for people, or you can have them play their music in here. You can see there's this sort of secret passageway that we created back here. You do all kinds of really cool, fun stuff inside of a space like this. And don't forget, you can fly and go up to the second floor. The second floor is where we have like a little conference room. Now the cool thing about these spaces is that you can have 5 people in here at a time. For instance, we were talking earlier about sitting. So you pull up to the seat, you hit your G key, you hit sitting, you hit your G key, and now you are sitting in the chair. And that's cool. 5 people can be in here, y'all can hang out, have a conference, hit CC, and get up and walk, right? So these websites are, the spaces are available right now. Voxels is taking care of the hosting. So that's a really cool feature about one of these spaces. Again, we don't take care of the hosting. We just do the design of these spaces. But yeah, these are cool. This is what Web3 is going to be. It's going to be people inhabiting spaces inside of the web instead of just interacting with a website, scrolling a website to see what's going on. So yeah, so that's the volumetric website walkthrough. Let's see. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, you can just come up here and click that. Again, you can click on the YouTube or the Discord and join the Discord. Welcome to all the anonymous people in here. And here, oh, let me show you some really cool things about parcels. We can do that since we have a little bit more time. How much time do we have? Oh man, we have a whole hour. I thought this was gonna go a lot longer. I don't know that it will, but I still would love for you guys to stick around and join us at the burning. I'll show you guys where that is. I think it's in the WOMP already. But yeah, here, let me show you some really cool things about parcels. So when you're inside of a parcel right now we're inside the metaverse, and you guys are inside of my parcel. Oh wow, that's interesting. I wonder, did they buy that? So it looks like my neighbor is doing something rather interesting. Yeah, so this is a parcel. So you can see up here we've got some food for y'all to come up here and chill. If y'all are interested, y'all can watch the video, or y'all can play these different videos for music if you want some music to chill to. Come sit down on the Lips couch. Or you can just teleport back into the first floor. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the elevator, but yeah, it's not working. So sometimes you might have to refresh. It's a little wonky. Yeah, parcels. So when you're inside of a parcel, you can click on the link or the address up here, and get this little pop-out window that gives you a bunch of information about the parcel. The address, we're at 5 Snow Fox Street inside of the Winter neighborhood on Kronos Island. And yeah, you can see the build height, the elevation, whether or not we have a basement, is a waterfront, the area that we have available, or you can click on the parcel page button, and there's a lot more information here. So if you own or you're a collaborator on one of these spaces, you have some really cool options that are available to you depending on what level of security you have for the parcel. I am the parcel owner and the admin, so I can actually change the snapshots. Typically what we do is we have okay, so here I'm going to revert to a schoolhouse snapshot, and you can see the inside of, here, let me show you, the inside of the parcel. Yeah, the inside of the parcel now should look like a schoolhouse. and you can come hang out, sit down. Oh crap. Yeah, I just realized that I got rid of the video that everybody was watching too. Yeah, so if you go to your parcel page and you own this, the if you own the parcel, you can come down here to see snapshots. You guys probably can't even see this. Hold on, I gotta go back and make sure I put it there for people to see. 1 second, let me fix this. So we'll go back to market and then, oops, yeah. You guys are gonna have to click on that screen again. Hold on. I don't think that screen has the right link to it. There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So if you click the screen again, you'll be able to see you'll be able to see me showing my page. So yeah, so now let me do this. I can take a snapshot right now so that I won't have that problem again. So if I click on take a snapshot, it'll create whatever the title of my parcel is. So right now this would be the current market. So we'll just say NFT market, and we'll leave this at the top. We'll just say top, and then we'll save this, and now this becomes, I can come back and click revert to snapshot, and it will bring me back to that configuration. Yep. See, so that's how snapshots work. Go back. What's cool is you can see your latest collaborators, your latest womps that you've had, your recent traffic. Recent traffic is kind of cool. So on the recent traffic tab, I guess, you can see all the features that you have in your parcel. I have a whole bunch of collectible models. I think close to my limit. I think I only have 100 total. A bunch of images and a lot of Vox files, but not a lot of the other things. The traffic, although 1 bar represents a quarter of a day, so 4 bars per day. You can see the recent traffic that we've had some spikes during the middle of the month. That's cool. The beginning of the month. Today it looks like 34. Yeah. And then you can, go through some of your other event. How many times players entered into your parcel? How many times they leave? That's the area of your parcel. So that's not people womping in. Click events, I think, is different. So that's kind of cool. Your other different settings. Let's go to parcel description. Your total visits, your total traffic. All that information is also available here, and then the places that are nearby of interest. So if you guys want to check out somebody's 3 husky holes, you can go check that out. And yeah. I think that's it, you guys. I think that's it. I don't know. I think that's it. Maybe we could do a tour. Let's do a tour. Let's see what they've got on the good old Womp. So Sage Storm is womping from Teleport Pluto. So if I click on that, I can pop in here and see what's going on. Wow, look at that. They've got a little party here, like a little party here. Mm-hmm. Are you signed in with your wallet? Okay. If you're signed in with your wallet, if you look at the guest book, it should say. Let me go back. It should say. Yeah, you just click it where there's should be a button that pops up too, that says sign guest book. Or I think if you just type into the chat box slash SIGN sign, you can do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you guys want to sign the guest book, I can also. Oh, that's cool. She flattened him. That's cool. So she's wearing the little homie as an amulet almost. That's really cool, Anita. I like that. um, yeah, it should be relatively easy. Yeah, it's fresh, super fresh. Didn't expect anything less. Yeah, I don't know why. For some reason, I thought this was gonna be a 2 hour class. I was sorely mistaken. But I guess you guys can have like a little refresher, maybe. If you guys want to hang out for a little while, I'm gonna grab some water real quick upstairs and use the bathroom. And then maybe if you want, we can go see what they're doing over there at the Burninator event. I know they're probably still building out over there and such, but I'm not sure. So, hold on. Or if you guys have any questions, you guys can ask as soon as I get back. K-Bot, come on up, man. But I will play some background music for you too while we do that. Well, I know a lot of them. I don't know if that means access. Most people have access to the Voxels team if you just go to their Discord channel. They're readily available. If you have any questions or something, you can get right to the founder and to people like BitPixie or such and liking them. So they're readily available. Yeah, I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna grab some water. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Anybody have any questions? No. Anybody have any comments on the huh? Oh, cool. You talking about the volumetric one? This one up here? Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to. I think it's really cool. Like, so if you wanted a Web 3.0 website, like that's the quickest way to do it, right? And because they're spaces and they're indexable by Google searches, it just makes sense to make them, you know, it makes sense to make them websites available for. Like, if he's gonna pay the hosting, you get a website with no hosting. Uh huh. Hmm. Hmm. All right. Let's see. Let me go this way, and let's see if let me go in one, and then we'll talk about it from like inside of one, because that might make more sense. Hold on. So if you click on that brown graphic, you'll pop in here. And so, okay, so if I made a JSON of this space, um, yeah, if I made a JSON of this space, they'd be able to make any changes. Right, you're in the lounge, right? The Five Snow Fox. If you go to the second floor, and you click on that brown graphic with the halo on it, it looks like. And so, yeah, it's got like it looks like a hamburger with a YouTube link and a Twitch link, or poorly drawn Twitch link logo. I mean, yeah, they'll be able to use this space, and especially if they upload it as a JSON to their own wallet, they'll be able to make changes to this. But the difference is they won't be able to make any changes to the actual Magicavoxel file, right? So most of this space is a Magicavoxel file. Like, I've got PNGs in here of my client, and I've got, like, this is just a link anyway. So this is a YouTube link. So what are they appropriating? You know what I mean? Unless you're building the whole thing out of blocks, and then they use what you built out of blocks to create a whole new, a whole new JSON that they're now turning around and downloading and selling. I mean, all of that's fine, but they'll never be able to make a change to the Magicavoxel file. Oh, you talking about somebody completely like being imposter? Yeah, I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that, man. If if you give them a JSON file, then they have all of this, and they can make changes to it as long as they don't like delete something. Because if they delete it, then they can't bring it. Well, they can only bring it back by re-uploading the JSON, but that obliterates whatever other changes they have. So that becomes a jumping off point for them to create. You know, starting from this, they could create whatever they want starting from this. They can make changes to this, but they can't make any changes to the like I can make changes to the Magicavoxel file right now. I could get rid of these 4 pilasters, and you know, or I could replace them, you know, with a whole nother Magicavoxel file as well. I could add different features. So can they, but they can't make any changes to this. You see what I'm saying? And so yeah, if they steal from people saying they're me, and they've made a convincing replica of my work, you know what I mean? Like they just duped my OpenSea page. Like I don't know what to do. Like that's just pure unadulterated, you know, copying. You know that's like imposters versus someone just stealing your model or whatever. Oops, it's so loud. Somebody stealing your model completely. You know what I mean? Like I find this to be preferable to like what not that Renaissance City did anything wrong, but they built their whole build out of only the features that are provided by Voxels, right? So the Voxels blocks and all of the features that come with that, right? But most of this build is Magicavoxel based. And same thing with a lot of your work is the same way. They can't make changes to that. They can't make changes to any of that infrastructure that I know of. You would need my Vox file. I mean, unless you can go into the JSON file and backtrack the file all the way to where it's stored at what media source or Pinata or wherever they're storing these things. Unless you could do all of that, I mean, in that case, then you're probably smart enough to just create this yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's not easy for them to change this. I'll tell you that. It's not easy for them to get access to this Megavox file that I have. I'm sure there's a way to go into the code and find it somehow, or mine it from some server somehow, and then just throw it in Magicavoxels and make changes. But at that point, like, what does that say about how much they respect my work? I don't know. But do you see what I'm saying? Like, so I can't inoculate people from getting scammed by somebody who's committed enough to scam my whole identity. I don't know what to do in that situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a great point, though. It's definitely a great point. Yeah, yeah. Well, see, the duplicates are all at different links. I guess maybe the way that you do that is maybe you can have a domain name that or only a specific link, and then that way it'll be the value of, say, like how NFTs are valuable versus just downloading the screenshot. Like having the JSON means that you can build from my work, but not you won't be able to go to the blurb like this. This is the link for this is what voxels.com/s slash at adv class, right? There's only one of those, so maybe there's a way to leverage that. I don't know. Yeah. So hey, maybe you could tell me something, man. Why does my elevator not work? This is a textured cube with enable collision on it, right? And look, I'm gonna jump on it. I'm right here on the outside. I land on it and I'm standing on it, but when it starts to move, I fall through it. I do not understand why that is. No, I've seen people. I've seen people make elevators that work. Yeah. No. You can see the blocks underneath our feet. If I can make a block, then I'm inside of the area. Yep. Yeah, it's not even. It doesn't even. It only goes to second floor. So. Hey, it works. It works if you're on top, fall going down. But maybe it's going up too fast. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Passenger side shotgun. Well, hey, I'll tell you what, you guys. If you guys are still watching the stream and you're still rocking with me, I'm gonna head on over to the burning place and do a quick walkthrough for y'all, so you guys can see some of the cool stuff that they're gonna be doing. So they have this smelter that Ghost Agent built. Hold on. First off, this lava is super sick. I don't know if you guys see this lava. It's so sick, man. Ghost Agent did this. And then oh no, I didn't do the lava. I didn't do any of this stuff over here. These buttons make these different. These are the parcels. These buttons, when you hit the buttons, they make these parcels go down the line. And then I'm not gonna ruin it because it's supposed to be nah. It's supposed to be B Nolan that does it. So I'm not gonna steal the man's thunder. I know I'm not gonna steal his thunder. So, but they got it to work. It looks really cool. I don't think so actually. This is the stuff I put over here. Low res, just hanging out here in front of. He filmed something with earplug. I'm next episode. I think I'm next episode. Uh huh. Hey, I'm with it. I'm definitely with it. You know, the way to fake that until we can make that is for everybody to like say you put we're all collaborators on a space, and you would put your collectible head and torso. You would make that a group, and then everybody would put that inside of like the vehicle, and then someone would be able to animate the vehicle moving as if that's us in there. It wouldn't have our nameplates. Oh wow. Hey, come check out Null's sex space over here. He's got a television that you have to click on if you want to. Yeah, if it gets too loud, you can click on this television to turn the sound off. Oh, he's over here creating art. Look at this man. He's on Twitch streaming his art creation. No, this is Nullsec right here in front of you. I don't know if you know Null. Null is dope as hell. It looks like he made this over here. Look at that. Hey, his glitch art is top notch, man. He made this whole area over here, this sort of derelict, bombed out building space. I want to actually set his. I want to turn on his lighting so you can see it lit up, but I'm not gonna do it since I got contribution. Like I'm a contributor on this space. I'm a contributor on all these spaces, but so is everybody else. All right, come on. Which one? I gotta switch into one too. Come on, come on. I'm not dancing, I'm singing. Here. How about that? I'm not dancing. Look at this sickle. Uh-huh. Okay, no, no, no. If you kick me, I gotta do this. There we go. Boop. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, hold on, hold on. All right, hold on. So here we go. Two, one. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I know how to do this. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Oh no, no, no. Hold on, hold on. I gotta get the timing right. There we go. That's what I said. I had to get the timing right, but hold on. I had it. 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 You got it? All right, huh? Uh. All right, one more. All right, hold on. Here we go. All right, hold on. I gotta let the backflip happen. That's the problem. There you go. All right, ready? Ah. Did you see it? That was good. That was good. All right, hold on. Yeah. I need to come over here, right, and then it pops off. Hold on, I gotta turn this volume off. I can't even hear you. Hold on, man. This guy's no sex got this volume like ridiculous. There we go. Oh, okay. What'd you say? Here we go. Right here. Right over by where we were before he jumped off. Oh, okay. That's me disagreeing with you. Right, L. It's like I'm saying, capital L. What you want, man? This is gonna be funny. Hey, I can't wait to see what you come up with. Hey, here we gotta come in here too. Hold up, this wall back here because it's about to jump off. You see, I went in the closed door. The door closest to us over here. No, yeah, over here. You see the background? Yeah. No, hit C and then hit C again. Yeah, you hit C, you go in the first person. You hit C again, you go back in the third person. Yeah, that's how you can stop. So if you're in the middle of waving, so like yeah, come in here and all right. So check it out. So if you hit G and say you're in the middle of waving, right? and you want to stop waving, just tap C twice. Right. So if you were dancing, right? You tap C twice and you're done. If if you want to get up from sitting, say you were sitting down somewhere, and you don't have the emote menu open, you don't want your emote menu open because you're recording, right? So if I'm sitting down, I'm chilling, and I want to get up, you know what I'm saying? I am. So what is he doing? Hey yo, man, find your other place. Find somewhere else to be savage, man. Ain't nothing but us civilized folk in here, bro. Hey, don't make me stand up, bro. Now you done made me stand up. Who you think you talking to, bro? Hey, who you think you talking to, bro? You try, what you trying to do, bro? Who came up in here? Yeah, man, all of this. I want to do all of this. You hit CC and then you're done. Yep. So now you know if you're in the middle of acting or something and you're doing an emote. I wish we could do emotes for everything else. No, you can't kick no, bro. You can't kick no, bro. I can't let you kick no, bro. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. Here, look. You see? No, look, we have the same mask. You in me barrio, Holmes. You over in my barrio, Holmes. What you doing, man? We out here locked out, Holmes. Hey, no. Here's what here. So check it out. Check it out. Hold on. I'm gonna do this. Since you kicked old boy, this dude comes back, right? But not only does he come back, hold on. You kicked the old other dude into the fire. So this dude comes back because he saw his homeboy. This dude comes back. All right, hold on. I gotta do this though. I gotta do this. Hold on, one second. Huh? Hold on. So wait, stay in that costume because he's coming back. He's coming back like this, right? So I'm coming back like, all right, hold on. So I'm coming back like this. Like, hey yo, did you just kick that? Oh, word? Okay, hey. Hey, I don't know if I like the way you talk to me. Hey, woo woo! We need a way to actually get it to how you can lay prone. Oh, you gonna transfer him out to spin? You gonna transfer him out to spin? Yeah. You you said you should. All right, man. I'm gonna turn the stream off. Yeah, man. I remember. Oh my god. Uh, that is hilarious. He's